So, do you think Conor, the notorious McGregor, is going to be another statistic of too much fame and too much money too fast?
The interesting thing with that is I was actually thinking about that earlier today because of all of the constant headlines that we're seeing. And if someone like Colby Covington tries to take the spotlight for even a second, Conor knows what to do to get right back in it. Right back in it. Because we were hearing about Kobe and the boomerang for a little while. And Conor was like, hey, fuck this shit. You guys you forgot all about me. I'm going to go out into town and fuck some kids up. Apparently, Mob Nephews is the guy that he ended up assaulting. So charges probably aren't going to get pressed. But another scar on the career of Conor McGregor right now.
Well, allegedly he punched a member of the Irish cartel. In May, Brennan Schaub said it on Joe Rogan MMA Hour, whatever the fuck that is, which is for another
whole
show,
nother breakdown.
A whole nother breakdown. But Brennan Schaub said that he had a $900,000 bounty on his head.
Interesting.
Ireland. He said he had some inside info, which no offense to Brennan Schaub. I don't know what kind of Irish cartel inside info he has, but apparently he punched a father of a mob of some kind of cartel, who the cartel at a previous date had attacked one of his friends.
Interesting. So that's what's and it was probably Charlie Ward himself. That dude's Conor's bodyguard, the guy that he just jumped in and saved in that fight where he assaulted, which Conor also ended up showing up late to the court hearing that he had today, and the judge specifically said this is bullshit, but only gave him a 497 essential dollars. It was whatever they use over there. Doubloons, whatever the fuck. whiskey and gin or whatever they drink. Potato wine.
Toppins, bag. Toppins.
So it was a slap on the wrist either way for Conor McGregor. He was wearing a whole lot of Adidas, and him and his lawyer were posing. Did you end up seeing that photo of them posing like him and Artem?
Yes.
It reminded me of Artem Lobov a little bit next to him there. But to answer your question, I've seen it with Mike Tyson. I've seen it with everyone else. I think he is outgrowing his britches and he's being untested. He's getting slapped on the wrist and he's okay with it.
Ireland's it's a rough place. It's not rough like we think in America where it's gun rough, but there isn't so many guns. So it's like fist fight and knuckle rough. You'll get jumped and mugged and things like that.
Pencil in the kneecap.
And he is the most famous star essentially in Ireland. And if he really punched a mob guy or some tie to that, is he a superhero? Is he
I feel like he feels untouchable, which he regularly states. He's like, you guys can't do shit to me, whatever. He's been in multiple altercations with bottle throwing incidents, throwing out slurs. Multiple other things, slapping the referee, jumping into the cage during a fight. There was a couple other...
He had to sit down in the fight when he was ringside. He got yelled at by... Didn't he get yelled at by the same ref in a whole different fight?
In America.
Yeah.
So there's been multiple things, but again, UFC is refusing to even speak up about it one little bit. And somebody who's making multi-million-dollar contracts in a year can afford a $497 ticket. So...
It doesn't mean
it's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming. It's just like, do you remember?
If I gave you $1 ticket, if I threatened you with $1 ticket for I caught you speeding, you would never care. You would always speed.
I'd say old Jack Johnson, history man, give the officer $100 and say this is for the way back.
Just don't even stop me.
Yeah, here's $100 for I get special treatment. And
he's 29. He has $100 million plus dollars.
Exactly.
He's the most famous guy in an entire country.
He takes any photos and they're instant hits.
I bet people would just look. I don't even know if I can say that in this climate. I was gonna say I bet people would just let him grab their pussy.
She would just be like, "Come over here, come over here, go ahead." There's no charges coming up against him.
No, yeah. No,
I
it's
guess
all
they
on
gotta
the
be
looks.
MMA fans.
They say good-looking guys never get accused of sexual harassment. Oh, bad climate for that.
Ooh,
But
too soon.
is it too soon for me to call him Conor McBeaver? Like, is he having this kind of
I
reaction
like
to
that. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Conor McBeebs.
Conor the Beebs.
So he needs to straighten up. You want him to man up, grow up?
Well, he's doing it his own way, and it's a boisterous way, and it's what America loves and wants. This is America. This is why a 14-year-old can be also a millionaire with Cash Me Outside, a catchphrase she stole from the African-American community. Like, it's what we love trash. We love Jerry Springer. Why do you think he's had a 30-year career in goddamn America? It's unreal, the trash we consume, and I'm watching. I'm watching all of it.
So you're like, Conor, give us the reality show.
Hell, I don't know if I'm watching that much because he is so stepped away from the sport right now, and there's so much going on that I'm just like, you're gonna John Jones yourself.
He's Jesus McGregor.
He's not John Jones level famous yet, but he's getting there.
Kanye McGregor.
Ooh.
You don't think he's as famous as John Jones?
No, I think he's more famous. It was a bad joke.
Oh.
Way more famous. Way more famous. I'm just saying he's going to crash like John Jones because John Jones, with his amount of fame, is the poster boy for how to ruin a legendary career.
And that's the other thing you have to say is he hasn't ran over a pregnant lady.
Yeah.
He hasn't tested positive for drugs.
Yet.
Yeah, so it's really, he isn't like John Jones at all. Maybe he's more like a young Kobe Bryant. Well, he hasn't even raped any women or been accused of that yet.
None of it.
So he's just punched a dude. He's like a young Ozdemir. Yeah, he hasn't even done anything big. Maybe he's just so famous that it's a big deal.
And people like that will keep enabling. That's why he's gonna come up and grab somebody by the pussy. Because of talk like that.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
It's people like me.
Yeah, it's exactly it.
Yeah, but has he done anything so bad? Shows up late to some press conferences.
And court hearings. And only because his lawyer woke him and he even said, "Oh, this guy got me out of bed, but I made it."
He probably didn't even know it was today.
Guarantee you.
It wasn't because of the fine wouldn't be a big deal. Like you and me, whatever the reason he is at court, if the worst case scenario is $5,000 or $10,000, you'd be like, oh, I have a sick pit in my stomach. I can't afford that. For him, the worst case scenario was probably something not even worth blinking. And like you said, he got charged $400, which whatever the transfer rate of euros or pounds or whatever is like 462 or $600. So big deal to him. Big deal to him. I don't even know what speeding. And then he peeled away from the courthouse.
Exactly. But we love it. We remember it because it is so brash and in your face, and it's just, he was born for reality TV, Conor McGregor.
Yeah. And we may never get to see him fight again, which is a whole nother topic.
A reality. 100% reality the way things are going. But that's where I think it goes more of the John Jones route instead of, do you think he has modeling potential? Do you think he has other actual... Because he said he's been offered movies.
He can go right into movies or television shows. Like he's
that
built enough
famous.
of a... And it might be something that fades off kind of quick. It could be like that Vanilla Ice thing or something where it's like hot and then nothing. But he has enough money in the bank that he can take any parts. He can show up... If the UFC will always have him ringside or always have him something. He's he's already set up, which makes the next move that much more interesting, which makes to me, the only question is whether or not McGregor shows up in Detroit. If he's ringside in Detroit, whether or not he'd fight Eddie again, meh. But he thinks Eddie's an easy fight, so that wouldn't scare him to take it. Justin Gaethje, like you've repeated over and over, perfect fight for him.
Right.
That's really telling to me.
And if that does happen, you're going to see people saying that Conor is getting out of Ireland because God hit out on him, and it's going to make him even more legendary.
Oh,
it's going to be an excuse.
Add to his legend.
Exactly.
But there's two ways it could go. One, the people love him so much and everyone loves him. I'm sure there's the haters. But
Always.
this could all be a whole thing that Ireland has created to keep the buzz alive because they love him so much. And whoever's the other people involved in it, they are like, you just created a whole cartel for us. Like,
We gotta get to work, guys.
Yeah, like just two homies that they all hang out like, holy shit, dude, you made us famous overnight. Thanks. And then these guys put out an Irish rap album. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with the whole story? Or the Irish mafia is nothing to fuck around with, and this could be dangerous
But is he too famous for his own good?
I don't know.
Is he too big? Is he too big to fail? Like, he has so much fame around him that whoever plugs him, if they try it, if I dare say that, people are looking deeper into that. Like,
they need to get that Trump security. They need to get that Trump security.
Charlie Ward, the Bellator fighters, apparently is head of security there. So he's got that guy who just got knocked out watching out for him. But other than that, any other McGruber talkings that you've been hearing as of late? I know his son has a Twitter account that has more following than all of us put together. It's ridiculous.
What's up with that?
Yeah, Conor Jr. already, and it's verified. It's really him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's verified and everything?
I am maybe not verified, but he has like 80,000 followers. Easy.
What's the world
Easy.
coming to?
We all love it. Lesbo and The Bean!